All right. So if you're planning a trip to Disney World, you've probably heard something called Memory Maker. But what is it? And is it actually worth the money? I'm Joe from Got the Magnets, and we don't just go places. We go places on the way to places. Today, we're breaking down Disney's Memory Maker so you can decide if it makes sense for your trip. So, first of all, what is Memory Maker? Think of it as an all you can eat photo package for Disney World. Instead of paying for each individual picture, you pay one price and get unlimited downloads for all your photos during your trip. And then these aren't random photos. These include pictures taken by Disney photographers all around the park, plus photos and even videos. Yeah, those ride photos add up fast. We're talking about things like Slinky Dog, Tron, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and more. Basically, anywhere Disney tries to catch you screaming and we're laughing. And with Memory Maker, you get all of them plus stock pictures of your favorite Disney characters plus iconic locations around the park. Now, one of the biggest benefits, and honestly one of our favorites, is that everyone gets to be in picture. And if you're traveling as a couple or a family, you don't have to keep asking strangers to take your photo. Disney photographers are set up at all the big spots, like Cinderella Castle, Tree of Life, the Epcot Sphere, and they actually know the best angles. And they even add what Disney calls magic shots. So you might take a normal picture, and then when it shows up in your app, suddenly you're in Mickey's hand or Tinkerbell is in your hand. All right, let's talk about the cost, because that's where people start questioning things. If you buy Memory Maker ahead of your trip, it usually costs around $185. If you wait and buy it during your trip, it's closer to $210. These cover a 30-day period, and then you have 45 days to download the pictures. But here's where it gets interesting, especially if you're like us and you go to Disney more than once a year. If you have a Disney annual pass, you can add PhotoPass downloads, which is basically Memory Maker, for $109 for the entire year, and that changes everything. Now, instead of paying almost $200 for one trip, you're paying about $100 and getting every photo from every visit all year long. So the big question, is it worth it? We'd say yes if you plan to take a lot of photos. If you're hitting multiple parks, doing character meet and greets, riding the big rides, you'll easily get your money's worth. Plus, keep in mind that each photographer is taking 2 to 5 different poses at each photo spot. But if you're someone who just wants to get a couple pictures in front of the castle and that's it, you might be better off just buying individual photos or just using your phone. Individual photos are currently around $17, with a package of 5 costing $85 and 10 priced at $170. For us, especially doing YouTube, it's actually really useful. We get clean, high quality shots we can use for thumbnails, and we don't have to stop and set up a tripod every time we want a picture together. One quick tip, don't walk past the photographers. A lot of people see them and think it's going to cost extra every time. It doesn't if you have Memory Maker. So stop, take the picture, you've already paid for it. All right, so the bottom line, if you want lots of photos, want everybody in the shot, and plan to ride a bunch of rides, Memory Maker is a great value. If not, you can probably skip it. If this is helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Got the Magnet for more travel tips, cruise reviews, and Disney content. In the comments, let us know if you've purchased Memory Maker and thought it was worth it, or if you have any questions for us.